Greetings everybody, welcome back to I Dream of Indie. This is Ole Gamer Joe here with another review for you today. We're looking at Gibbous, a Cthulhu Adventure on the Nintendo Switch, currently priced at a sale discount of $16.99, normally priced at $19.99. This game is developed and published by Stuck in Attic, and it's a point-and-click puzzle adventure game. Gibbous will have you playing as 3 different characters across the story, but for the most part you'll be playing as either Detective Don Archetype or Buzz Kerwin, a librarian who gets involved with said detective and unfortunately stumbles across a mysterious book that leads to his cat being able to speak. Because this book, the Necronomicon, is so powerful, of course an evil cult wants to get their hands on it, and this sets off a greater story. But at its core, Gibbous is a pretty traditional point-and-click adventure game. You have your inventory system, you have dialogue choices to be made, and you can combine items and try to solve different puzzles by doing so. But it's also a title that modernizes the genre in some really nice ways, as a lot of games have been doing as of late. You can of course highlight everything on the screen so you know exactly where to point and click. As you interact with more and more objects throughout the game, you have a few different options at your disposal. You can look at them, you can try to pick them up, or you can even use your cat at certain moments to solve puzzles. So overall, it's pretty easy to navigate your way around this world, and it's also at least simple enough to identify objects and have an idea of what you're going to do next. You do have to go through a lot of different dialogue in this game. In fact, I believe there are over 12,000 spoken lines, so expect a lot of dialogue if that's not your thing. Obviously, you probably wouldn't be watching this up to this point if it weren't, as that's a big part of point-and-click adventures. But yeah, expect a ton of it, and you can also expect a lot of illogical puzzles. Again, a big part of the point-and-click adventure genre. Sometimes things don't really make sense and you just have to kind of figure them out yourself by experimenting with different items, whether it be combining them or just placing them at certain hot points on the map. But more often than not, logic goes out the window, though I did find some of the puzzles in this game to be pretty clever. Where Gibbous really shines though is in its beautiful art aesthetic. This traditional animation looks and animates fantastic, really does draw you into this world. There's over 60 hand-painted environments for you to explore, and it all looks tremendous. And while yes, the visual aspects of this game ended up being my favorite part of playing it, the actual voice acting is pretty well done in this title as well. There's over 60 fully voiced characters, so there's a good amount of personalities that you'll come across. And the writing can be pretty funny, if I'm being honest with you. I chuckled at some of the characters, some of the over-the-top voices, and some of the weird scenarios that you find yourself in. So I think the writing is another strong point. To accompany this wonderful art style and really great storytelling is an excellent soundtrack as well that features over 4 hours of music. Well-composed tracks here, they fit every scenario that you find yourself in perfectly. I really enjoyed it. It's not the most infectious soundtrack that you'll come across, but it does fit the game really well, so kudos for that. And again, the voice acting really pretty fantastic across the board here. A little over the top, like I mentioned, but again, when you look at what this game's going for, it really does work well. So on the whole, Gibbous, a really great point-and-click adventure game, actually. This is one that fans of the genre are not going to want to miss out on. It looks fantastic. I think it's probably one of the best-looking point-and-click adventure games that I've ever played. The animations are really superb in this one. The storytelling is clever and a lot of fun. I like all the different characters you'll meet along the way, but unfortunately it does suffer from the same issues that are a part of this genre, and that will likely never change for better or worse. You're going to be stuck in certain rooms for a long time trying to figure out what pieces go where, but Gibbous handles it fairly decently in terms of you being able to highlight all of the different areas. So if you're looking for a light-hearted point-and-click adventure game that has great production values, look no further than Gibbous. It will certainly make you chuckle, and it's a whole lot of fun. Once again, this game is available on the Steam PC platform at the time of this review with a special promotional discount of $9.99, normally priced at $19.99. You can head over to Good Old Games if you prefer. It has the same exact prices there, or you can grab the Nintendo Switch version for $16.99 at the time of this review, normally priced at $19.99.
What would you do with a fishman sailor? What would you do with a fishman sailor? What would you do with a fishman sailor early in the morning?
That was something indeed.
Memorable, huh?
To say the least, sir. Here's your license, Mr. Tornston.
So will you be checking out Gibbous? Let us know in the comments section below, and if you have enjoyed our video coverage today, consider hitting that subscribe button. It helps us to bring a voice to the voiceless ones in gaming. There are a ton of other ways that you can support I Dream of Indie down in the description box below. That includes becoming a channel member or even checking out our merchandise store. However you end up supporting us, we thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.